Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I haven't uploaded on YouTube for a minute, but I am back. It may be rocky as far as being consistent with YouTube, but we're getting there, okay? Per usual, I go long in detail for a reason, so if none of this applies to you, sits right with you, don't want to hear what I have to say, that is okay. I want to put my hoopies in, okay? But I do feel like, and I know this may sound like an eye roll, I do feel like somebody's in massive regret for how they treated you, for what has been done during this dynamic, okay? Now, when I say all this too, because I always get yelled at, you are in no obligation to take this person back, okay? But stick around if you want to know what's up, I feel like there is an immense amount of regret, like it's almost like I cannot believe, I'm kind of hearing, I can't believe I turned down a diamond for a rock. Girl with the snake at the bottom of the deck, charmed or use enable and boundaries right there. There could have been somebody, this could be a situation where they left you for somebody else, or at least you definitely felt replaced. But let me just confirm the energy of what's going on. Yeah, backstab, heartbreak and pain, separation, loss, and then I got the runner, your person right there, shocking attack. That's what I'm saying. I think for one, maybe they themselves is kind of like what comes around goes around. Maybe they went through, especially if a third party situation has been in the way, maybe they have been through some form of deceit themselves. Just saying. Yeah, and then I got teddy bear, interest in you, flirting, wanting to date, thinking about you. Yeah, they're thinking about this connection. I think this person went through something. I know, kind of typical. Karma. I don't like using that word too many times, but this is clearly, I feel like I said, this is the energy of what I'm feeling about. There is a little bit of regret. Whatever they went through is drawing right back towards you. Yeah, the chaser, this collective, fear of abandonment, chasing, and then codependencies right there. But I also do feel like with this collective, let me actually do one more to confirm that chasing, or the chaser. This is going to be a thing all night. And then I got hammer. Okay, sabotage, rebuild, working on it, repair. Clearly, this person wants to come back around and repair this. But I feel like I feel like I will say for this collective, you're all the way out on your chasing energy? Not exactly, but again, with that hammer, I do think you are working on it. I think you are being persistent about it. I don't think you're going out of your way to for example, look up their social media pages or see what I think you're learning to discipline yourself. Maybe that's the right word I want to kind of use right now. Okay, but clearly this person put you through some immense amount of heartbreak. Let's see what this backstabbing, let's confirm this backstabbing, what happened. Self-indulgence, self-worth, shadow work, self-appreciation, and mask right there. Okay, so like I said, I will break this down. Like I said, I don't feel like I will say there was infidelity involved as far as cheating, but I do feel like either a couple different things, and obviously I'll continue to confirm the energy, but I feel like either this person left you for somebody else, or clearly and I've said this before on my page, what do avoidants do? Why do they run from a connection? Because all they've ever known love to be is pain. All they've ever known love to be is this. Where again, chaser energies, this collective, you crave love, you want love, you want to, quote with the hammer, fix everything. You both in your own right are being taught the same time of your self-worth, self-values, that shadow work. This is definitely a runner chaser dynamic that has been going on, and maybe you guys have been separated for quite some time, but yeah, with that mask, hiding true feelings, this person has always avoided telling their feelings about you. So I will say immediately for this reading, if you guys were married at one point or anything, I feel like this was a very short-lived romance, okay? I don't feel like this was long term. For this reading, I don't think this person really talked to you much about feelings, about wanting to evolve together, or as far as getting married or anything. This person, all they've ever known how to do is kind of be in your life. Yes, maybe date you, maybe court you, but then disappear. And then they do the same thing to somebody else. Okay. I just got to make that clear. Okay. Old school nostalgia, replaying events over in your head, and then partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single. I feel like that's the both of you right there with that. I feel like the both of you could be in your single Pringle period right now, okay? But I feel like this person, I'm going to be honest, and this is something, again, they're in nostalgia about. I think they're kind of reflecting back, doing the, essentially, again, how they've always treated you. Maybe this person would always pull that card of, I just don't want any strings attached. I don't want to be tied down. And obviously that can be a very backstabbing feeling right there. If this person went on and moved on towards somebody else or went and dated other people, yeah, the runner, your person. Okay, I will say the runner is not being flopped out right here. So there is clearly a chasing energy, which is this person. I think now this person's trying to chase you, which is good. As of right now, there's not too, obviously we'll keep going this ring to make sure the running boots won't come back on. Let's just do one more. This is going to be a thing all night. Talking. They want to talk. Awaited messages, talking more, text calls, emails, okay? With that text calls, emails, makes me curious. I will actually do one more. If this person had you blocked at one point, but then they like recently unblocked you, or if it's not like a block, but maybe they like friended you somewhere, separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you. Thinking about you, uncertain of the future. Yeah. And then again, I got love call. Again, let me make this clear. Clearly, this person has access to you via telephone, via cell phone, okay, via computer, whatever, okay? And sometimes I've seen this in avoidance, got a notification sign. I've seen this in avoidance. Well, why do they block me? Blah, 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 blah. Because sometimes, again, with that, all they've ever known love to be is just true pain. It's like seeing their person could be too much. And especially if you've been out on your this collective, like your partying phase, I guess, being single, and I think that's something this collective you've been doing. Maybe you're just out having a good time. You're being out with friends, summer's coming up. Maybe you've already got another notification. Maybe you've been making summer plans of some form, and your person is now watching you and seeing that, and they're like, oof, or even like before all of this is stirred up, anytime you would post something on your story about you simply having a good time, it's like it's almost too much for them. Is it childish? Yes, but that's what avoidance do. Interesting. So somebody's in pure regret. And again, I kept before I throw all that up, let me just confirm it to see if there was a third party interference, because I feel like it was. Healing heartbreak, shut up, and I got the twin flames. There's a reason I said short-lived romance. Okay. But then I got not enough right there. But healing heart sign. I feel like this person, for some of you, your person could have went back towards somebody. That's what I'm saying, that when you two got together, this person clearly was not over a certain dynamic. Toxicity and addiction, healing heartbreak. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, again, not just fine behaviors on this page, but I feel like your person, all they've ever known love to be was just true pain, okay? But now let me break this bad boy down, okay? I want to see now. Whoop. That got stuck. I got the 27th. 27th is coming up. Mark that. That got hooked with these cards. Or that could even be a specific date for you, a significant memory. Maybe that's your birthday, one of your birthdays. That could be a sign. But 27th is coming up. And again, I just said this person's planning on making approach. So, all right. But now to confirm if this is still your reading, I want to see how's this collective. How are you feeling towards this person? How's this collective feeling towards this person? Let me just start with 4 and then I'll move forward. Okay. Oh, okay. So I got divine hand, straw into gold, bottled up, and worth the fight. Yeah, you're still holding on to this connection of some form, okay? Again, I don't think you're chasing this person. You're not like sitting in you're not like being like this person right now. I think you're the opposite. I don't think you're in regret over this person. I don't think you're in longing. I don't think you're doing any of that sort of stuff when it comes to this person. Okay, if anything, and that's where I'm seeing with that balled up. I think it's the both of you. Clearly it's this collective. I don't think you've even told this person how this person's always made you feel. Makes me curious if you guys again have been broken up for you and this person could have been split up for quite some time. I'm going to be honest with the way, especially with these two cards, I'm hearing you know now how to alchemize pain. And especially at the beginning of this reading, you know, we saw the twin flame card, and let's be real, twin flames on an average are separated anywhere from 2 to 6 years. Okay, on an average. I don't feel like, let me make this so clear, this was not a fresh breakup that took place. Okay. And especially for feminines like yourself, gender does not matter. It has took you some time to literally alchemize that pain into power. Maybe you are at this point of, again, and it says attracting helpful people. I always say to know if you're in a twin flame situation, feminines, not right away, of course, right after the situation, but or the situation, the separation, sorry. After, you know, you're kind of going through that dark night of the soul, the several spiritual awakenings, all that sort of jazz, the Kundalini awakenings, all that. There is a drive within you to do mission work. You know, what is mission work? Whether it is tarot, whether it is spell work, whether it is whatever the case is, you know, learning how to do certain healing techniques for people, whatever the case is, there is a need, or to be simply be a speaker, you know, whatever the case is for, you know, everybody's mission work is very different. This collective, do not make these details fit. You're doing mission work right now. You're helping people right now. I think you are in your all-time strength era right now. Like I said, I think this person is still on your mind. I don't think you're all, yes, I think you come in and out of detachment, okay? I don't think you're all the way over this person, but you clearly understand what twin flames are. I think whether this person could be on your energy radar as far as them wanting to come forward, okay? With that worth the fight, I think you do think this person is still worth the fight as far as holding on to. I don't think you're all the way letting this person go, and that's not a bad thing. But with this bottled up right here, it's kind of, again, I don't think, again, this person's never told you clearly their true feelings about you. This collective, you may have had a poor habit that every time this person would come into your life, you would do that, oh my God, hi, how are you? I don't think you've ever told this person how they made you feel as far as the negative aspects of things. You can't, and again, with this collective, I'm going to give you a heads up on that. You can't do that, okay? You have to, and you got to get through this fear and, you know, of, oh, what if they like leave and what if they run again? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you soaking up and doing the, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. They're going to run on you anyways. You have to set those boundaries. And again, it's not about beating your person up or literally starting a war with them, but let them know, hey, how you've always made me feel. Like, look at the war and look at her and holding her heart. Like, it's like you're guarded right now. Let's be real when it comes to this person. You're not in a place right now where you're just open to receive when it comes to them, because they put you clearly through so much pain. And that's what twins do. They're meant to trigger you. And this person is always left. And I think that is something. There, with that balled up, I'll confirm it. What's this ball? There could be some resentments out of this collective. Friendships. Going out with friends, being friends first, keeping it casual, and then going out with friends right there. Okay. I see. So sign, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. This collective, you could, because of also during the separation, you could be in this headspace of hanging out with more friends, making new friendships. You're doing great when it comes to, so far from what I'm seeing with your, you know, external factors. Now, when it comes to internally, I always say feminines, you deal with everything internally. Masculines deal with everything externally. Hence what is going on in their world right now, which is no secret, right? I think this person has always came in, and again, don't make these fit. I'll do one more to confirm it, but I think this person is always, and again, I'm not saying it's right. They've always done well, I just want to be friends. Maybe this person would always come into your life to do the, hey, how are you doing? And maybe things got a little too intense real quick every time they would come into your life. Like you guys would spend, like, for example, a day or two just talking, and then it would turn into, having a reputation, the T right there. And I am seeing that, you do look at this person as your best friend. I always say twins, when you guys sit in a room and talk, you guys hit it off like no other. You guys can have a conversation in a room without opening each other's mouths. However, I think that's the resentment. This person in their own right would say, hey, I just want to be friends. I just want to see what you're up to. Things may turn sexual. Things may turn a little bit too romantic. And then this person would pull away. Why? Because they're an avoidant. And I think that you resent them for that. And again, this person hasn't always been honest, but I feel like, again, in a way, it's the both of you. You both have never set really clear boundaries on each other. Worth the fight. Circus in town, drama, out of control, unpredictable situation. That's what I'm saying. This collective, you could have always had that fear of, well, what if they disappear from me? What if they do? You sucking up to them and doing that, oh my God, hey, after everything they put you through internally is going to make them run again. You're in your own right, you're wearing a mask. Okay? So I think that is something this collective, you're like understanding, but you know it needs to be done. Straw into gold. Rocking horse, indecision. On and off relationship signs. So this person clearly has been in and out of your life several times, okay? But I feel like, again, there is an understanding with this collective when it comes to this person as far as why things have been on off. I think you understand that obviously your person is an avoidant, why they're running from you. But like at the same time, you understand how you're feeling everything internally, but then every time this person come in your life, you're like, oh my God, hi, I'm so happy to see you. How are you? How is life? Do that friendship level, want to know the tea, literally tea could be, you could have just had a cup of tea. That could be a sign, but you want to know like the gossip and the, cutesy little things that are going on in their life. They're going on in your life. I will say you and this person do have a strong friendship bond. You guys do operate like best friends when you guys are good. But when you guys are terrible and are at your all-time low with each other, I even feel like how you feel about you don't know. I don't think I always say, okay, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. There's no bigger sign out there than what we're feeling right here. Okay, so when your body is sending off those alarms, when this person comes in your life, you don't know how to feel about it, you don't feel safe, that is a red flag alone. So in the nicest way, this collective, you can't hold those resentments towards your person when the entire time your intuition has been sending off those alarms saying we're not safe. Okay, I don't think this person ever made you feel safe as far as feeling that grounded. Why? Because they would kind of in their own right, somewhat. Now, like I said, I'm not saying the dishonesty is not there, and I can see where the backstabbing comes in, especially if this person's like, hey, I just want to see how we're doing, and then they kind of used you. Maybe this collective, you did feel used. Divine hand. There's that mystical shaman, my healer. That's what I'm saying. This could be a twin flame pair, and this person has clearly pushed you into your mission work, your spiritual journey. You could have truly become a spiritual person because of this person. I feel like there is shamanic lineage. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right. I feel there is something about you've had psychic abilities maybe from a very young age, and just now you're becoming aware as far as expressing it, as far as this person, what does twins do? They open up your kundalini cuckoo awakenings. But then there's that heart of betrayal. Unfaithful love triangle, and then betrayal of trust. Let me see what that betrayal of trust. Let me do one more of how you feel, and then the return. The past returns coming together and then returning home right there. Yes, I think obviously this person seeing other people has put a in your soul a little bit, but I think what hurts you more is every time they return. I don't think this person stays in your life for too much longer. I know I keep saying this, but just one more and then I'll get into your person. Soul family, soulmate, attracting tribe, soul contract right there. And then battlefield. Not on the same page. It's interesting. That's what I'm saying. I didn't get twin flame card. I think that, I mean, again, you do look at this person as your, you know, your soul tie, your soul mate, but clearly, like, maybe this is another collective. You're kind of getting over the label of certain form. Maybe you are slowly in this process of, I'm tired of the past. I want my soul family. I want my soul tribe. Maybe you are again, I don't think this collective, you're not like this person right now. You're not missing this person right now. I think you're kind of like, okay, you have I will say you have turned pain into powers of detachment there, on and off. Okay. If that's not how you feel, don't make it fit. And like I said, I'm here to confirm how you're feeling, not tell you what you're going through. Okay. Now let's see, how does this person feel about you? I stared at my clock. It says 10:31. That could be a sign, but that date, I'm getting more of Halloween. For some reason, Halloween could be very significant to you. That could have been a favorite holiday. But anyways, let me see now more. How's this person feel about you? How's this person feeling about this collective? Let's start with 4. Okay. So I did get nature calls, creeping doubt, painting red roses, and then carelessness right here. What's funny is I stopped my timer at 31 seconds. So I'm telling you, number 31 could be an age. That could be something. There is a little bit of skepticism as far as approaching you. Okay. Are they in regret? Absolutely. Okay. But let me actually do one more for that. Let's do a card for that carelessness. What is that about? Because that's the only thing that's throwing me off. Fair is fair, justice. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're in regret. I think this person in the past has always came in with that careless, whatever attitude. I don't care. And that could be another thing that's always been I literally keep feeling like maybe this person, I keep getting that emotion. This person's always made you a stab in the heart, but also made your stomach drop a lot because of the crap they pulled on you. Okay. I think they've always done the I don't care. This person could have been very cold when it came towards your feelings. I'm kind of hearing a ghosting situation. Maybe this person would have a bad habit of just not responding to you. Maybe when you did try to express emotions, maybe this person would trigger that out of you a little bit, as far as they wouldn't really tell you how to feel. So instead of just telling you like what's going on, they would just go rogue on you. Okay. But they're wanting to fix it. However, the little bit of hesitation is more of, I think this person is caused a lot of damages. Again, don't make these details fit. This person's been in and out of your life, okay? It gets to a point, how many more chances, obviously, this person's not dumb, is this person going to give me before they could give me the middle finger? Let me confirm that creeping doubt. Wasting time, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Not worth waiting for, prolonging the inevitable, and nothing good will come of it. They're a little bit nervous that you're just going to tell them to go away. Are they going there? Let me see what this grounding, I feel earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Lone wolf, free-spirited. Okay. Happy single, choosing to stay single. Sign, this person's single. If this person is with somebody right now as we speak, this reading's not for you, okay? I think this person is alone right now. So if they were with somebody, they clearly went through some form of breakup, okay? I think that they've been, went through, maybe they've been alone for maybe a minute to ground themselves. But now, because time is ticking, they're kind of doing this, oh, what if they tell me to go away? There is a little bit, it's like I'm seeing somebody kind of staring in the mirror going, okay, we got to go do this. I keep using the term stomach drop. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Maybe your person kind of does. Well, for one, I will say maybe they do struggle with taking accountability. But I'm also hearing that this person could have a little bit of social anxiety, because I feel a little bit jittery. It's like I want to crawl out of my own skin. Emotional loss, regrets and mistakes. I think this person's in, that's what I'm saying, this person's in full throttle regret of what they put you through. Painting red roses. Sleepless nights. That could be a sign. I'm hearing you're not getting any sleep. Maybe you're staying up too late. Maybe that's a sign for some of you. This person's in regret, and I think they've been sitting in regret, I will say, for a minute. But I think now the overall energy of how they are scared to death. You are going to tell them to go away. Let me see. Why are they scared? Let me see. Because there is... Okay, wow. Long list, and then Miss Lazy Daisy. Clearly this person has never put too much effort, and I feel like that is something that I haven't seen anything so far on their end. And again, this is how they feel towards you. Anything towards a third party, I think their biggest regret is they never took action on you sooner. I said at the beginning of the reading, it's like they really turned down a diamond for a rock, and that's what I feel like that is. So now that I'm saying that out loud, it could very much be, you know, a regret over a third party situation, but it's also more of they're sorry for how long it's took them. I have yet to see so far a twin flame card, a spiritual awakening. So my only concern with twin flames is, are they awakened? Or are they awakened because, again, they are understanding through their external factors of their avoidancy that they did turn down that diamond for a rock. There is something with this person. Again, when I say all this, I don't mean trigger you. This is kind of how they feel. And I feel like the reason they left, and again, I don't think they were honest with you maybe at this particular time. Again, they could have pulled I just want to work on me. I don't want to have things tied down. And that, I do think in a way they were telling you the truth on that. But as bad as it sounds, they kind of did look at you as you were too high maintenance. Maybe in their mind, you were asking them too much. And when maybe at the time they couldn't really give you anything. Again, not saying it's right, but maybe, before your guys' separation, there was a memory. Maybe you did ask for a little bit more out of this person on whatever that case is, and this person went, nope, I'm out. And that's when they decided to say, I am running for my life. Because clearly this person, they were very careless when it came to being in a relationship with you. I feel like this person has heavy Taurus energy. This person could very much be a Taurus. And then drama. And if this person, and again, I think for some, like I said, this person could have, for some of you, could have moved on to somebody brand new, or for some of you, they could have went back to somebody from their past, or at least been hung up on somebody from their past. And again, like I just gave you that speech, masculines like this, all they've ever known love to be is just true pain. Maybe, and again, what do twins do? You trigger them, whether you mean to or not. Most of the time you don't mean to. It's more of a subconscious thing, okay? Clearly this person, whoever they were with before they met you, all they've ever known is chaos, drama, and maybe, and again, this part's not your fault, but that's where the accountability is coming in and out of your person. They're not they never understood. I think it's clicking with them now. Maybe they did deal with an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend that was always nagging at them, that was always bapping them on the head, telling them what to do, telling them to get there, not being like a soft, comforting partner, just always kind of nagging at them, like was very mean about it. Maybe they were always dealing with people that were very cruel to them. And maybe the one time I don't even see nagging out of this collective. I feel like this collective, you asked more from them, and I don't know why I'm kind of hearing more excitement, because again, I'm getting kind of carelessness literally out of this person. That's something they're reflecting on, is how careless they were towards you. If they weren't very anxious to take you on dates, if they were kind of like when it came to communication, they weren't very excited to see you. Maybe you were asking for more time and attention. This person's like, you know what, this is too much for me. This is not your fault. This person could have put that baggage on you of, you're just like my ex, and that's not your fault. And they really put you on that label as you were asking for too much. When in reality, I feel like this collective, you were asking for the bare minimum. One more, and then we'll get into tarot. New connection, shaping your reality, bringing together past, present, future. That's what I'm saying. This person could have chosen our connection. Are they treating other connections better? No. If anything, it's way worse. I think this person did whatever they could to get over you. Okay. There's that planetary vibes. And then the final dance, last chance. Whoa. What did I just say about this person? This person's not dumb. They know, okay, like I've screwed up one too many times. I can't continue to do this. So as bad as it sounds, if this person can't, this could be done for good. This person may go away for good. Not trying to scare this collective, but there's that planetary vibes, connection with the cosmos, celestial realm. Okay, I feel like there's somewhat coming into. I didn't get a twin flame card. Let me do one more, actually, just to settle my ease. Then there's the return. Okay. They're coming back. So you guys got all this, you guys got the same one, which is the return. They're coming back. Makes me curious if this collective, you kind of know they're coming back. Got a notification sign. Okay. Now let's see. What deck do I want to use? Let's do this one. Now I want to see what is their next intentions towards you. Please let this be genuine. All right. What is this person's next intentions towards this collective? Let's start with 3. The Empress, 9 of Wands, and then the World. Good news. They finally know you're the one. And again, guys, like I said, these are kind of specific. Like, I feel like you guys have been split up for at least 2 years. This is definitely a twin connection, okay? I feel like now there's a little bit of fight in them, okay? They are taking this opportunity as far as, okay, this could be a restart button as far as I need to. There is something they want to prove to you. Knight of Swords. Yep. However, with that Knight of Swords, you know, believe it or not, with it being swords energy, Knight of Swords, you actually do lead with emotion a lot of times, okay? I think that my only concern is this person may come in a little bit emotional, which is not a bad thing. Actually, let me confirm one more, because actually for this person, I don't think that's a bad thing, because especially if this person was always careless. 4 of Wands. Word. My air conditioner just shut off. Huh. This could be union. I always say my 4 of Wands, that's my 20 union marriage card, but this could be it. Again, if you allow it. I'm not here to tell you what to do. The World. Okay, and then the 5 of Pentacles right there. Let me do one more for that 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and then the 5 of Wands right there. There's a little bit of fight. This is good. This is actually good. I know this kind of looks scary for a second, okay? But then, yeah, the Hermit, okay. I think, again, this person, and I will say with the Empress, you see how, again, even though this is, you know, their next intentions towards you, you see how she's kind of sitting there like that's what I'm saying. This person's not dumb. They know that, like, okay, I can't come in here with my BS. This person will tell me to go away. They know you're standing in your worth right now, okay, which, nice way, you should be. And I will be talking next about what's the advice for this collective next. I will say with the World, like I said, they are treating this as a reboot button. I think they want to discuss with that Knight of Swords about the other people, why they've abandoned you. There is some, that's what I'm saying, this could be a union about why, what kind of chaos is in the way. And I think the biggest question they know that you have is, why did you always choose other people, but you never chose me? 9 of Wands. The Fool. They're going to take that leap of faith. I said the 27th. That could be a significant date. I'm going to be honest. I think this person may come in kind of impulsively. There's heavy fire energy coming out of this. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's also Pisces over here, Scorpio. But regardless, especially like I said, how are they feeling? There's a little bit of skepticism. if they're doing the, I'm just going to, it will come randomly, okay? Usually twins, you do. The Empress, I want to see an Emperor card come out. That's how I'll know, okay, this is it. Four of Pentacles and then the Page of Swords. I said it could be, the only way I know to tell if it's union is if I would like to see an Emperor and Empress pairing. I think this person is still a little bit, let me confirm one more with that Four of Pentacles. Like I said, that's kind of that's too guarding. There's the Hierophant. Okay. I think this could be a start of your guys' union. Do I think this will be it? No. I think this person may want to explain the past, okay? I will say when it comes to the guardness, I don't think this person's going to be immediately opening up about what they want out of you. I will say, I do think feelings will be expressed as far as how they feel, especially if they've been in regret. They know with that, Empress energy, you're not effing around when it comes to them, so they know they have to kind of come in clean. But as far as moving forward with that Four of Wands, there's still a little bit of guardedness. I do think there's a little bit of indecision still, and I don't like that too much. I think there is a little bit of indecision as far as do they want commitment. And I always say sometimes unions could be more bumpier than actually being the separation. Actually, now that I say that, that is kind of the truth. Sometimes coming into union is a lot harder than being an actual separation because it's really about two people being on the same page. Can you guys be more mature? Can you guys get through the communication barriers? Because that's what this has always been applied to. Yeah, the devil right here. That's what I'm saying. The toxicity is still there as far as being open. They need to get it. I think this is a start, but it still needs time. Let's do one more, and I want to get into what is their advice towards you. Yeah, Eight of Swords, they need to get out of their own way. Still a little bit. I would like to see an Emperor card come out here. This is not bad. They're going to fight for this. I think there is going to be a drive this time compared to how they were kind of lackluster in the past. But as far as moving forward, it just needs a little bit of time and a little bit of communication more to come out, okay? I'm going to switch over, yeah, I'm going to change. I'm feeling a different deck for this collective. Yeah, I want to see what is their advice for you. Because again, this collective in the nicest way, and it makes sense why you guys are not getting the perfect Emperor-Empress pairing right now. If this collective, no offense, if you've had a bad habit in the past doing that, oh my God, hi, how are you doing? You can't be doing that again. Otherwise, this person, I'm sorry, is going to run you over like a dump truck all over again. And then you guys are going to go through another 9-month cycle. Do we want that? No. And again, if you're not, and obviously use discernment, if you're not ready for this person, if you're still having that bottled up emotions of like, I'm not ready to move forward with you, I don't trust you, tell this person that. But I will say, that's fine, the Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I could see this being a done deal. And again, I'm not here to pressure you, but just keep that in mind, okay? What is some advice for this collective as far as moving forward with this person? Okay, Knight of Cups and the Hangman. Don't take bare minimum. And I think, especially if this person has left you behind in the past, doing the, apparently you asked for too much, Knight of Cups energy. And that's where this person, clearly this collective, you've always had a fear of this person leaving. And that's where I'm saying in the nicest way, the both of you are not all the way ready for complete union quite yet. I think, again, it could be a start, but it's the both of you. You got to set those perfect boundaries up with each other. If you're coming in and accepting a Knight of Cups energy, again, in my opinion, I say Knight of Cups is like very bare minimum energy, then yeah, it's going to be stagnant the entire time. You're going to be stuck, but they're preparing you. It is also going to be a little funky moving forward with this person because they're in their Knight of Cups energy. They don't want to lose you. They're in regret. They're bottled up with emotion right now, which again, it's not a bad thing for this person, especially if this person was always cold and careless towards you. But when it comes to rationalizing out their logic, it's still a little bit up and down. So you both got to give each other some space. Don't fall into a habit of being overbearing or over clingy towards this person. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, let them give back to you. You got to release that fear of losing them. And I know I just said, well, they could be gone for good. Now that I don't think that will be, yeah, the Star. Okay. I don't think that'll all be the way true. If it's not your guys' time with the moon, it's not your guys' time, and that's okay. But believe. Be in this belief. You don't need to do anything. And you can't obviously make this person talk. Four of Pentacles, yeah. You both are embodying your Four of Pentacles with each other. They're very guarded as far as you're not going to do me dirty, right? You're not going to do... They're still, as bad as it sounds, they're not all the way trusting with you either. Not your fault, but that's come from trauma. I think that is... They just awaken to what this connection is. Again, that, oh my gosh, I threw away, a diamond for a rock. You're guarded because they've hurt you. Can you get over the hurt? And I tell everybody this, you can't have both. You cannot hold on to somebody and then go, well, they made me feel this way. Okay, you got to pick both. I got low battery. Sign. Your phone could be at very low battery right now. It just alerted me. Let me see what other advice they have for you. Dry hands over here. Knight of Cups. The High Priestess. That's funny. They got the Hierophant they're in. They're being guided one way. You're being guided another. They're being guided to be in their You're still being guided to embody your feminine energy as far as let this person make moves towards you. Yeah, Knight of Swords at the bottom deck, what they're planning on doing. Let them pamper you. Maybe this collective you've always had makes me curious if this person with that carelessness I talked about, you were the one paying for dates. You were the breadwinner. You were, always pushing to hang out. I'm here. Okay, you want advice? Okay, this is really your reading. I would not push. I would not ask this person to hang out with you. I would not initiate a freaking thing. You make this person work for it. That's how I'm interpreting this Knight of Cups. Let them be the Prince Charming that if they're really in regret the way they say that they are going to be, let them work for it. Do not buy into words, you buy into actions. Pros about Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups puts in a little bit of action. Do not initiate. If you want to initiate conversation, that part is up to you. With that, make this person work for your affections. You want to trust this person. But again, with that Hangman too, if they're kind of like, oh my God, coming in, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I've done this and this to you, this is why. But then they're kind of going back to that lackluster Four of Cups. Then as I said that, if they're acting like they're bored of you, getting very careless, that is your sign. Let this person go. That's what I'm saying. This could be a start of a union, but yeah, the devil, that's where it is. I could see this person going back to a little bit of old ways. And again, set your boundaries. If it's bothering you of what this person is treating you, doing I don't care to hang out, or they could go hours or days without talking to you, whatever the case is, let them know, hey, I don't like that you're treating me this way. This is very confusing. And if they are ghosting you again, if they're giving you some piddly excuse, to stand in your power. You understand? Okay? The Star. There's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, with the Four of Cups and Ace of Cups, that's what I'm saying. You sit back in this case and look pretty. Let this person put some effort to you. And then one more, and then the Nine of Swords. That's what I'm saying. And what did I talk about earlier on the reading? 222 on my timer. 222 could be significant. Your emotions. You never felt safe with this person. Understand, again, with the High Priestess, what your body is telling you. If you don't feel emotionally safe with this person, again, use discernment. Get out. It's not time. Don't force it. That is your biggest advice. Do not force this person to hang out with you. And again, you can set up boundaries, but if they're not reciprocating, if they're ignoring you, that's where I said unions could be trickier than actual separation. Separation, I'm sorry, and not saying it's easy. It's not. That's the easiest part with the two of you because you guys are separated. You're not in control over each other's lives. Whereas when you guys come into, union, I guess, or come into reconciliation of some form, you guys got to be on the same page with each other. As bad as it sounds, this could either be a union for some of you or no, it cannot. But their advice is you continue your mission work. What have I always said about twin flames? You don't want your twin flame. You want your divine counterpart. You guys are meant to trigger each other and empower each other separately than truly coming together. So for this read, that's why I say, I don't mean to say like it could be either be over or it's not. Either this will work or it won't, or you guys will go into another cycle. Do not be afraid of losing this person. Because as bad as it sounds, if they're going to behave a certain way, if they're not afraid to lose you, match their energy, sis. Okay? Simple as that. Let me get my moon cards. I really want to get into these, and then we'll be done. Let's see what your guys have to say. It's time to take action. Yeah, your person coming in. New moon in Aries. And then hold your vision. Hold your ground. And that's another thing for this collective. Yeah, your commitment's being tested, the both of you. Here's another thing, too. Again, do not, like I said, make any of these details fit. But like I was talking about this collective, you clearly are very on top of mission work right now. Do not put your life on hold for this person. And I feel like that might have been a habit in the past, too. Especially if you've always had a habit of this person coming in and you doing that, oh my God, hi, how are you? When you do that, you have a tendency to... How are you? You throw your entire life to the side for this person. Don't do that. And that's another thing with that hold your vision. Hold your ground. When this person comes in, don't do that. Oh my gosh, hi, how are you doing? I missed you. Oh my God, it's been so long. No! Let them explain themselves. I'm not saying you need to rip their head off or beat them up, but ask questions. Let them know. Hey, how you've always made me feel, and be honest how this person has made you feel. You're not beating them up, but again, this is your reading, this collective. You've always done that. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. No, you're not. All this person's ever done since separations made you feel internally unsafe. So why lie and mask that up? Because again, feminines, you lead the way. The more you lead the way emotionally, what do you think your person's going to do? So if you mask up and do that, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. What do you think your person's going to do? They're not going to be honest. Think about it. A new romantic cycle begins, truly. This could be the start of something new for the two of you. You and your loved ones are safe. You have to feel safe first, though. Yeah, a new start is coming. Everything here is new moon energy. Literally, a new reboot is starting. It is up to the both of you to decide what you want. And like I tell everybody, you can't put maturity into anybody. You can't make somebody open up about their feelings towards you or make somebody grow up or any of that sort of nonsense. You can't make somebody do that. But what you can do is hold your vision. I'm staring at this card the most. And know your worth. Be in your Empress energy. Gender doesn't matter, but she attracts. She never chases. Remember that. Because that's how this person's looking at you right now. They're looking at you as like you're not effing around on them. All right, let's get date cards. These are significant memories, birthdays, upcoming ones to think about. I said the 27th earlier, so like I said, I think this person will come in impulsively. 21st, the 13th, 18th, 5 days. A month from now or a month ago is significant. The 6th. July 4th, 11th, and then the 29th. Okay. Now let's get initials, first, last, middle names. This is really your reading. Oh, good grief. Both of you guys got to be in here. Okay. XYTEA. That straight up said tea. And that's funny. I said you could have had a cup of tea earlier. HGRQYIHP. Oh, good grief. J. Let me do a couple more. KAV. Okay. And now... let's do angel numbers. Okay. Okay. Sorry. These are significant. These are angel numbers you're probably already seeing. I said 222 earlier. Okay. So I got 3333, 1616, 0303, 0110, sorry, 1414, 9999, 1919, 1441, 0808, and 1221. You could be seeing a lot of mirrored numbers like this. That means they're thinking about you. Sign, especially, just saying. But anyways, I hope this helped, my loves. Remember, stand your ground and don't worry about the outcome. If two people, again, are meant to be together, it's going to work. You got to trust that, okay? Hope this helped, my babies. Have a good one. Bye.